Hi, I just wanted to talk about infrared photography and just what I love about it. And just because I was taking some shots the other day and I realised we went through the mountains, the Pyrenees mountains, and I said to Adam, pull over and I'll run back into the village and take some pictures while he was waiting. Anyway, I did that and you know, it was a lot of fun, and I look at the back of the camera and all you can see is red, right? And so until you edit it, you've just got the red image on the screen at the back. And I think that in itself is reminds me of something that's been lost with photography because of the digital process. Usually on a DSLR you can see everything on the back of the camera, you can see the exact shot you've got, and then you can make adjustments. But with infrared, because you've only got the red image, you don't know what that shot is going to look like. You've got a bit of an idea, but you don't really know until you do the editing. So you have that sense of mystery again, you have that kind of element of surprise, because until you convert that image into black and white, you just don't know what it's going to look like. And I love that. I love that you can just check that the exposure's good, you know, you can see plenty of pingy highlights, plenty of rich dark shadows, but you haven't got the whole picture, you know, so it really makes you look forward to the next stage of the editing. And I think the other thing that I'm really enjoying about infrared is that it's a whole new challenge. It's a whole new, different skill in itself, because I feel like it's almost more about discovering which scenes lend themselves to infrared photography. And that is a whole journey of discovery, it really is. Because you can go for a walk and take a picture and you think, oh, that's going to make a great shot. And maybe ordinarily it would. But in infrared, it could be an entirely different look. And so I'm finding it really interesting looking at the shots that I've got, and I'm only just starting to pick up on what really is going to make a good shot before I take it. So that again adds to the element of surprise, because sometimes you'll take a picture that you'll think, like I say, it's going to be really good, and then it doesn't really work that well in infrared. Or you take one that you think isn't going to be great, and then it is. So it's a really nice kind of experimental kind of discovery adventure, really, and I love that. I love the mystery, the editing side of things. You've still got something to look forward to, you know, like remember when we had the films and we shot with a film and then we'd put it off, we'd send it off in the little packet. Like for me, when photography was just a hobby, you know, my mum and dad got me a camera and I sent my films off to TruePrint, and I remember waiting, and I'd wake up in the morning and I'd say to mum, has anything come for me in the post? No, you know, and it would be, and I remember waiting for that sound, you know, when the pack of photos hits the floor that the postman's put through, it's like a thud, you know, it's louder than just a letter, isn't it? So I remember that sound of the photos coming through the door, and that was so much so because I didn't know what was in there. It was like, oh yeah, what am I gonna have? What have I captured? And that's what I get from infrared photography, and that's why I love it so much. One of the reasons I love it so much. The other reason I love it so much is that, as you may have noticed throughout my channel, landscape photography really isn't my strong point. I'm just not that impressed with my landscape photography. But with infrared, you don't have to be good at landscape photography to get an amazing striking shot, you know, with the bright sun, and it just makes it so much more fun. You know, I think because I'm a bit of a dreamer and I love being up there in my imagination, I love the thought of like things being a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit out of this world, a little bit almost fairy tale like, and that's what you get again from infrared. When everything green goes white, a summer's day looks like a winter wonderland, but you've still got all the trees and the vegetation, and it's just really wonderful. So I'm really looking forward to doing, I've decided I'm going to do like a whole series of like an infrared adventure, and to, you know, do a little bit of travel with that as well. So that's something to look forward to. So yeah, have any of you got an infrared camera? Have you been curious about it? I definitely want to get in touch with the people who did my conversion and get some information later on down the line for you guys, in case you want somewhere to go in the UK, then I can hopefully provide that information as well. I really hope you're enjoying this series. There's still loads more to come, so stay tuned. Please share the channel and subscribe if you haven't. Take care, bye.